joined here in the booth by a couple of legends, and yes, we do use that term loosely. David Pollack from the University of Georgia and former Gator Jesse Palmer. Guys, let's get down to the field. Georgia State will kick it off to get this game started. He'll start the return inside his 5. He was looking for more running room, but none to be found as he stopped.
Let's go, coach. Call that shit.
So South Carolina
Call that shit, bro.
will have the football first. Every team has impact players. What traits are you looking for when it comes to players who can make an impact, David?
Well, obviously, you want the main things, right? Speed, physicality, like all power, all those things are really, really good. But you also need guys that will hold people accountable, guys that will lead. And it's nice to have those guys on your team. They're the leaders of the team, and they're the best players.
And part of the reason why they're leaders is because these guys galvanize their teammates, right? We've seen time and time again, these dudes make plays, and it just sparks the sideline. It sparks the coaching staff. It sparks the fans. They're special players, and they all have to play well together.
Offenses love the explosive plays through the air, pushing the ball down the field. And look at this. Sometimes it creates some momentum, and you want to capitalize. So you go get on the ball and get ready to run some no-huddle.
Looking to throw, it's Croman Hope. Throws to the wideout. He's got it. He's brought down the one. A play for this offense, and they'll have it at the 12-yard line. To the air on first down. He's got it and still on his feet. They go up top to get it down to the 5-yard line as they try to pay off this drive. Second down coming up on this red zone opportunity. Quarterback on the keeper.
Oh, shit.
And he'll race it to the house. Touchdown, Gamecocks!
And that's why this offense is so hard to stop, guys. This quarterback can hurt you throwing it and running it. With his speed, he can make people look silly. And you saw it right there on the opening drive of the game. What a beautiful touchdown.
Getting ready for the extra point after
No huddle shit.
the game. And the extra point makes it 7-0. A very efficient 5-play scoring drive. And they punctuated it with a 5-yard touchdown run. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. So Georgia State's offense will have its first possession of the game. This is what we expected. This crowd ready to make its presence known. The give to the right. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple.
And man, it's nice to have a guy that is just better than your guys. Hey, no matter what play you call, man, how about him getting in the backfield quick, penetrating, using his quickness, and using his strength to get him to the ground. That is a ball.
This crowd trying to make life miserable for this offense. Second down, they'll go to the air. And he was hit just as he released it, and it falls to the turf.
What a play by the defender that time, because he's matched up one-on-one man coverage against an outstanding wide receiver, and it's the defender who makes the play. Really, really good position. He was up to the challenge. Interesting to see if this quarterback goes his way again.
Quarterback making checks. On third and long, you'll have to turn it loose deep. And that's incomplete. A defender all over him. Knocked the ball to the ground. Fourth down coming up. Georgia State will send out the punt unit. They'll boot it away for the first time tonight. Gets it out of there for the first time today, and didn't see much of him that loss a week ago. Called on just once. Return's going to get it up around midfield. He'll be down at the 49-yard line. And the South Carolina offense is back on the field. Already a solid start to this one. Now back to work with this 7-0 lead. So first play of the drive coming here from their own 49. Use the play fake. Now to throw. Caught in the backfield. It's Smith. And a 9-yard gain on first down leaves him with 2nd and short. And the Gamecocks moving quickly to the line. Guys, let's chat just for a second about South Carolina. At some point, the media needs to recognize this is a team on a hot streak. They put together a nice record, winning 3 straight, now knocking on the door of the top 25.
Yeah, and I think, Reese, the media also realizes what happened early in the season, and they took a few lumps, and they were kind of figuring out who they are. But I feel like the last 3 weeks, Jesse, they're playing as well as anybody in the country, and they know what their identity is.
I agree. I think in college football, year in, year out, teams get better and teams get worse. This is the former. They all of a sudden are starting to realize and figure out what gives them the best chance to win week in, week out. Guys are playing at a very high level. I don't see that stopping today.
Guys, for just a little bit, let's talk about South Carolina. They were really excited about the pickup they got last week. Commitment from a 3-star defensive back, David. And when programs at this level can get guys like that in the building, everybody celebrates.
That whole building gets excited because transfer portal is one thing, but high school recruiting, when you can get somebody out of high school with some raw tools that are really good, you can see the future could be bright. You take those guys, you try to develop them instead of going into the transfer portal.
Wants to throw. It's Croman Hope. And the Heat gets home. They knock him down back at the 45.
This offense is going to have to come up with a plan to block this guy. He is an absolute monster, and he showed you all his tools on that sack.
The kick is on its way. Able to keep them from getting a return, and the ball goes out of bounds. They're going to mark it right around the 20. They'll snap it from the 20 for the opening play of this drive. They'll run the toss. They knock him down after a gain of 3 to the 23.
Well, we know this running back's a playmaker, and he's a guy they want to get going early and often in this game.
Also, you can wear out those big defensive linemen by making them chase.
Yeah, I like the idea of going outside. You want to mix and match it between the tackles to the outside. Get these big fellas running eastwards.
Came through like a shot and knocked him down for a loss of 5.
That's why he is an All-American caliber player. He is just so physical and dominant against the run. He's able to shed blockers, use his athleticism, use his speed, get to the ball carrier and bring him down. Simply one of the best box defenders you're going to find in the entire country.
On 3rd and long, he has to throw for it. Makes the grab. It's Whitley. He'll be stopped about 2 yards short of a first down.
One of the things I love about this defense is they just have such great awareness, and they're always communicating. They understood the down and distance. They knew exactly what they needed to do to make the tackle to force the punt. That is so well done.
On 4th down, they'll try to throw it. The safe call on the wide receiver screen. He's going to be out of bounds, but not before he gets to the field.
This guy reminds you a little bit of Devontae Smith back in Alabama winning the Heisman. This guy makes plays week in, week out.
I hate playing here, bro.
Top 5 right now in the nation in receiving yards, and that's why he's in the Heisman discussion.
The Panthers will snap it on 1st and 10. Power football with the run.
Jesus, that linebacker's fire.
Defenses, they were right there as soon as he got the ball.
Yeah, this offense, man, you got to do a better job blocking. And I tell you what, that's kind of been a theme throughout the season. They haven't been high-powered. They haven't really figured out who they are yet. And they still got time. The season's not over yet. But this offense is still in identity mode.
Back in motion, trying to clear the picture. Caught in the backfield, it's Green. The defense wouldn't let him.
I got to go back to practice.
They lost yardage.
Now on offense, you're trying to get your running back involved here in the passing game, and obviously no success on that play. Defense seemed like they were aware of it, and all of a sudden you set yourself up in a tough position here on 3rd.
It's as if you're engulfed in a space odyssey. Williams-Brice alive on 3rd down. I might be changing the route. Offense calls a timeout here. Critically important to make sure they have the right play call and everyone on the same page here. And the Panthers are way behind the sticks on this third and forever. From the gun, wants to pass. He's got him. Still running at the 40. Taken out of bounds after a good pickup there. They're in striking distance at the 37. Good job by the receiver there not to run into coverage, but to find a spot that the quarterback could throw him the ball.
Yeah, on those types of routes, Reese, they say if you're looking, you're booking. So if that's man coverage, the receiver's staring at the quarterback all the way across the field. That time, the receiver didn't give the quarterback his eyes, so they were on the same page. They both knew it was zone, and they executed that perfectly.
Line getting set on second down. Looking to fire. And the quarterback will be slung down back at the 43.
And the defense gets a sack, and that's going to be the big determining factor in this football game. A week ago, he only got sacked one time. They've already got him on the ground. If they want to win this football game, they got to keep getting after the quarterback.
The pass was coming in hot before it fell to the ground.
That's why it's so important for this defense to win first and second down. You set up third and longs like that, you can show your exotic looks or get the pass rush going. Everybody in the back end expecting throw, and that's how you force incompletions and force fourth downs.
He'll call for the fair catch and make it at the 14, and they'll be backed up to start this drive. Good news, I guess, a lot of room to work with as they start this drive from their own 15. They'll run it from the gun. They shut it down quickly, but he gets 2 out to the 18. The Gamecocks want to move quickly. Quick pass on the fly motion. He's brought down, but he went backwards after that completion, not the way they had it drawn up. Need 10 yards on this third down, and they're backed up inside their own 20. To the air, it's Croman Hope. Buys a little time
God
with his feet.
damn it!
And they'll get enough for the first down, and that's how things will come to a close here in the first quarter.
Yes, on the blitz. How they picked that blitz up?
Holding the lead. We put one in the books. Let's have a look at our game summary.
Boy, not looking good right now.
Heading in the opposite directions now as we crank it up in the second. First play of the period, first down here. Wants to throw on first down off the play fake. With the catch, it's Taylor. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker. Guys, let's chat just for a second about South Carolina. Biggest problem for schools that aren't the traditional powerhouses, getting the bodies they need, especially on the defensive front. And David, they got a good one out of high school last week.
It's so nice to get a 3-star defensive lineman. A guy like that.
And the rush will get to him at the 25. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. And the Gamecocks will punt it away on fourth down. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. They'll put a stop to that return at about the 37-yard line. Georgia State takes over, ready to send out the offense. They'll snap it from the 37 for the first play of this drive. Stopped in the backfield. He's going to lose 3 yards on the play.
And this offense on first down, man, they go backwards. And they built a deficit, and they've been sluggish. And they just need something to get going, to get started, because they've kind of looked out of sorts and out of rhythm this whole game.
Makes the grab on the left. Across midfield and out of bounds at the 49, a big pickup there.
The defense needs to have a plan for this guy. They weren't ready for that one. Drag route, running all the way across the field, and the DB just can't stay with him because of his speed, and as a result, they give up a big one.
He's got his man, makes the grab. And this defense's head is spinning. He gets it down to the 27.
And this is good news for the offense here because they've got their Heisman caliber receiver in a bit of a groove. Back-to-back catches. The defense has no answer for him. I would keep force-feeding him the football because he's catching fire right now.
Not the most productive half for this offense so far, but finally starting to... Oh, he's got some space. They'll spot the ball at the 12 after that completion.
Could this guy be the next receiver to bring home a Heisman Trophy? He's got everything you look for in a game changer at the receiver position. He's off to a great start in this one.
Georgia State ready to go with another 1st and 10. He's got it on the move. That completion will take it inside the 4, and the offense is threatening.
And really nice job by the wide receiver. You run a drag route, find space. They're in zone coverage. They're not covering man-to-man. Find a little hole. Look at that QB. Y'all get on the same page. You could tell they were, and that's why they got the 1st down.
Quick pass on the jet motion. And he's on his way. He'll go all the way. Touchdown, Georgia State. Setting up for the extra point and the top. And he made the extra point without problem. So that scoring drive took only 6 plays. And they capped the drive with a 4-yard touchdown pass. They're coming out to tee it up for the kickoff, and that last score was a real buzzkill for this crowd. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Good job by the coverage unit to stop the return man. South Carolina ready to go on the attack in another offensive odyssey. They really didn't move the ball at all the last time they had it, hoping for better fortune this time around. Handoff from the gun. And this one will be stopped for no gain. The Gamecocks want to pick up the tempo. Guys, for just a little bit, let's talk about South Carolina. Can be a little bit tricky to balance that high school recruiting, transfer portal recruiting for some of the traditional powers. But when they're grabbing linebackers like this guy, you know they're doing the right thing.
Absolutely, and there's nothing tricky about that, right? Like, recruiting high school players is essential. Transfer portal is good to supplement, but getting a guy like this that can run,
turning it on. He gets the job done, picking up the 1st down, then getting down. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. They'll put it in play from the 27, 1st down. Use the play fake, now to throw. Grabbed in the middle, it's Smith. Great pickup as they'll keep this drive moving, and they've got it at the 45. And the Gamecocks have their offense in high gear. Back to throw, it's Croman Hope. Quickly to the tight end. That throw and catch, a really good example of why coaches don't want a quarterback to get stuck on a particular target, isn't it, Dave?
Yep, that's exactly right. Find the guy who's open, because you got so many guys that have so much speed that can do so much damage on the field. Find my matchup, get it to him, let him do the rest.
Really nice run there, picking up the 1st down. Now they're right back up to the line of scrimmage, ready to go again.
Wants to throw on 1st down. Right over the middle, it's Brown.
Fucking no buenos, guys.
Stop right at the 30-yard line, but it's a 10-yard pickup and a 1st down.
And it's frustrating as a defense when you give up that 1st down and give up that pass play. But here we go with this offense. They're right back on the ball. You got to flush that, you got to get lined up, and you got to communicate.
Unloads to the wideout. And that incomplete pass caused by the big hit on 1st down, 2nd down coming.
Well, that's just a great play by the defender and great timing. It was the hit that forced that incompletion.
Leaves it with the back. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. The Gamecocks really need to keep this drive alive on third down. Looking to throw for it. Caught over the middle. It's Boston. Picks up enough to get them 1st and 10 from the 13. Use the play fake. Now to throw. Got it. Into the end zone. Touchdown, South Carolina. Well, they started with horrible field position, but ended with perfect field position in the middle of the end zone.
It all comes down to execution, Reese. You've got to have guys going out and doing their jobs. You saw the offensive line up front. They were physical. Skilled players made it happen with the ball in their hands, and the quarterback really showed command on that last drive.
They'll try to add another to their lead. And the extra point is true, and they're on top by 7. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. No reason to be in a big rush. They have some time here late in the half. Making side adjustments here. Wants to go up top on 1st down. Makes the grab. Didn't pick up a lot there, moving forward just a few. Oh, they dial up on 2nd and a long way to go. Wants to go up top. Pulls it in. It's Windley. At the 45 on his way. He's into plus territory, knocked out of bounds after the nice game. Mark it at the 47.
Nice completion here to this wide receiver, and you're going to see this receiver line up in different spots all over the field all game long. Defense has got to keep their eye on where this guy is because they know he's a big part of this offense's success.
Off the play fake on 1st down, wants to throw. They're working that left side. And they pick up just a few on that completion. Down to 2 minutes to play in the half. The referees signal for the 2-minute timeout. Up now, here's 2nd and long. Motion from the wide receiver. Wants to throw again. Got his man on the right. And he was able to run through 1 tackle, but still only a modest gain.
I think quarterback, dropper back, understanding. I'm getting zone coverage. All I got to do is be a little bit patient, manipulate that defense a little bit. My wide receiver runs that drag, and I get the 1st down.
Working that left side now. Goes out of bounds, but not before he gets it to the edge of the red zone right at the 20.
Well, this guy's having a day. It doesn't matter where he's lined up or what routes he's running. He just seems to always be getting open, and his quarterback is taking notice. He's looking his way. Nice job there, throwing in time, getting it to him in space and allowing him to go to work. This is turning into a very nice statistical day for this wide receiver.
Do the shit late.
This is a top 10 defense. This is a challenge. They're going to make everything difficult. So when you can make some plays against this defense, you got to absolutely take advantage, create some momentum for your squad. Nice drive by this offense.
They're ready to kick it away, and this crowd is buzzing.
I don't care. I'm ready for next season.
And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. Guys, the Georgia State offense returns to the field. Not a lot of time left here in the half. Let's see if they can cut into this lead.
And this drive isn't a must score, but, man, you look at the scoreboard. You're down 2 scores. Jesse, you got a good opportunity. Create some momentum. Cut it to a 1-score game.
Fuck that shit.
It's an important possession.
Yeah, it's important to create that momentum now, David, too, and not wait to get it going here at the start of the 3rd quarter. You've got one drive here to get a couple of points. You've got to start erasing and chipping away at this deficit. This could be where the game turns right here.
And we're going to call his name a lot
Saw me a new
today
play.
because this dude
Just running fucking. I just.
he has over 100 almost every single week because he's a staple in this offense. Puts up big numbers, makes big plays, and that's why he's also in the Heisman Trophy conversation. A wide receiver in that debate is special. This dude is special.
It'll be a first down from the 49-yard line. Use the play fake. Now to throw. Makes the catch. Really putting together a threat now. They get the first. It's at the 37. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. The Panthers will have it first and 10. Wide receiver going in motion. Looking downfield on first down. It's complete to the left. Tackle is made at the 27. Let's give him 10 yards on the play, and it is enough for a first down. The offense burns its third and final timeout of the half. Time dwindling away as they try to put points on the board right before the half. Looking to throw on first down. It's caught. And the defense makes the tackle, and that ought to do it here in the first half. That's going to wrap up the first half. Here's Kevin with the halftime update.
Men, it is hard to beat Columbia when that town is buzzing as it is today. And we'd be remiss if we didn't start this halftime report by giving props to this superstar tight end. He's been almost, you know what, check that. He has been unguardable with that unusual blend of speed, size, hands, and route running. He is a pick-your-poison kind of player. And with that, let's send it back to the guys on the corner of George Rogers Boulevard and Bluff Road.
Look at that late throw, man. He rattled, bro. Can't wait till he's a sophomore. Till he's a sophomore. Shit ain't gonna happen. Come on, man. Gotta go to the gym.
Ready to start the second half here. And the Gamecocks will kick it away first, and we'll start the second half. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. Georgia State takes over, ready to send out the offense. They got a lot done through the air in the first half, and they might need even more production here in the second.
I think they will, Reese, and I think this is an offense that has proven they're playing with good timing right now. They've got some matchups where they're winning one-on-one, and they're just going to have to keep going back to the well,
Holy, that was a pick.
on hitting some explosive plays to win this game.
Yeah, and I think we look at numbers naturally, and they're losing. So that's the most important thing on the scoreboard, but they have had success. And so what do? You keep playing pitch and catch. You got to score, but you got to talk to your defense. I need some stops. I need the football back quickly.
What the fuck, bro?
Not the second half start they'd hoped for. Didn't really have room to operate on the return, but he hands him the ball at the 32. Great place to start for this offense. From the gun. Give on the inside. Not much there on the line. He gets one to the 31.
And that wasn't a big game, but look at the offense. Right back on the ball, ready to call a play, ready to go fast.
Bringing the heat. Takes the easy completion. And just a short, safe pass play. They pick up a few. The Gamecocks come to the line in the hurry-up. Looking to throw, it's Coleman Hope. Makes the grab. Got enough to move the sticks. First down from the 17. And the Gamecocks are threatening in the red zone. Looking to throw on first down. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. And the catch and run into the end zone.
I got Tennessee and I got this motherfucker. South Carolina.
The mantra is
on my radar.
Finish, and they're trying to do that here in the regular season with this Week 12 performance.
So far, it's Tennessee and South Carolina.
And the lead balloons to 21. Kickoff unit getting some extra work as this lead has really grown. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. Guys, the Georgia State offense returns to the field. trailing by 3 touchdowns. If you're going to get back in it, David, the time to start is right now.
Got to start now. Defense giving up points on that last possession. Again, the offense is going to have to score, and Jesse probably score pretty quickly.
Yeah, you got to go tempo. You're going to have to try to fit in as many plays as you can throughout the rest of this game. But I think more than that, you've got to eliminate the negative plays. No more penalties and no more turnovers.
Didn't get much done on that first play of the drive. It's 2nd and 11. Wide receiver comes in motion. Wants to fire on 2nd down. It's complete. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few.
I like the decision by the quarterback here. Just get the ball out of your hands, get it to your playmaker. A lot of times they'll dance and make even bigger plays than he did here, but it was still a positive game.
And this offense just has to find a way to convert this 3rd down, or else they are really in trouble. From the gun, wants to pass. Finds his tight end. That's not quite going to be enough as they stop him 4 yards short of the marker.
Man, we're seeing the tight end used more and more in the passing game. And you see him move inside, you see him move outside, you see him move in the box to block people. So here they put him in the slot and just have a nice little pitch and catch session.
I don't know if this is the time for this type of risk. Offense going for it inside its own 40. It's dropped, and oh, what a tough way to end this drive. The decision to go for it does not pan out. And the South Carolina offense is back on the field. This offense has really been clicking in the game so far, Jesse.
No doubt. Everything their play caller is dialing up, these guys offensively have been able to go out and execute, David.
Yeah, and it's just maintaining the lead. Keep doing what you've been doing. You got a big lead. Let's just keep piling it on until they find an answer.
Offense gets set for 2nd down. The play action fake. Just a short pass to the tight end. Tackled almost immediately. They're well short of the 1st down.
That's a great example of the defense there tackling to catch. As soon as the big fella caught the ball, down he went, not picking up the first.
The Gamecocks come to the line on 3rd and short, trying to keep the drive alive. Rides the back on the option, the give. He's going to come up a couple of yards short of the 1st down.
And I think this has probably been the most surprising thing of this game so far. This guy's one of the best running backs in the entire country. They just can't get him going. He's never been able to get into a rhythm. You got to give the defense so much credit because they have been able to shut this guy down. And they got to keep that up here in the 2nd half.
And the Gamecocks brought to the ground, but not before picking up the 1st. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. They'll go to the ground. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield.
Here's the thing. I know this guy's not going to win the Heisman Trophy, but he's a pretty talented football player that's made big plays for this offense in the past. They have not had any success when they've given him chances so far in this game. And in the 3rd quarter, you're getting a little nervous, I think, if you're the head coach, because he's a guy you need to have success if you're going to win.
Listen, if I'm a QB, 2nd down, I want to check the ball down and get a manageable 3rd down. But when this defense is flying around like this, so fast closing out, he got to that running back, got him on the ground so fast, the running back had nowhere to go.
The Gamecocks are in a mess here on 3rd and a mile. Got it in the middle, it's Massey. He is stopped well short of the 1st down marker at the 15, and let's see what they do on 4th. It's wise not to be too greedy, and they'll go ahead and send out the field goal unit. Didn't make him sweat at all. It's good. And now the lead is even bigger. Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Guys, every game in the Big Ten so very critical. How about this one today? Purdue is putting on a show offensively. They've built up a comfortable lead against an opponent that's really been outmanned. They're up 14 over Michigan State. Just another week in the Big Ten where the only constant is chaos, fellas.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye.
This man is outside, bro. He's up.
They'll move the wide receiver. Touch pass on the jet sweep. The the defense wouldn't let him loose, and even though it's a completion, they lost yardage.
Got to give the defense credit. Watching film, anticipating. They knew that this offense had this play in their back pocket. They knew about the speed of this wide receiver and different ways they were going to try to get him involved. Everybody on defense on the same page, playing together. I love it.
And he really needed to hold on to that one, but it was not loose, and third down is coming.
This offense hasn't been able to generate a lot of points in this one. Here in the third quarter, you're seeing the defense and how much pride they take on being physical. It's not just stopping to run. Guys in the back end flying to the football in the air, getting hits on guys, that time on the receiver, knocking it loose.
Motion from the wideout. Third and long, and he'll try to throw for it. Fires to the tight end. And they'll stop him about 5 yards short of the first.
Coming into this one, I thought this guy was going to be a monster. He was going to put up huge numbers. We know this is a big part of the offense week in, week out. The defense has done a great job clamping down on him. That is only his second catch so far in this game.
So the offense is going to go for it on fourth down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Oh, he dropped it. He just lost his concentration and didn't look it all the way in. And that decision will be questioned for a while. South Carolina ready to go on the attack in another offensive odyssey. There have been few obstacles for this offense as they are starting to pull away here in the second half, Jesse.
And this has been a dream game for this play caller too, right? It's like anything that he's calling is working flawlessly.
Yeah, it's fun to be the offensive coordinator, but not the defensive coordinator. They have had no answers. It's been an absolutely miserable day trying to solve the riddle of this offense.
Snagged in the middle. It's Boston. He'll be brought down at the 3-yard line. An explosive play in the passing game has him on the doorstep. And the Gamecocks trying to pay off the threat on first and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, South Carolina!
You just simply can't say enough about this guy and what he has meant to this offense. Big-time players make big plays in big games. He has shown up each and every week. That's his 15th rushing score on the season.
And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. Georgia State takes over, ready to send out the offense. They were really aggressive going for it in their own end last time. It put them in a tough spot, David.
Yeah, aggressive, reckless. They got to find the balance with this offense to really be productive. And last possession they went for it, they rolled the dice, Palmer, and it didn't work out for them.
Yeah, if you're better on third down moving forward, though, you can keep yourself out of those situations.
And the Panthers have put themselves in dire straits after that last play. It's 2nd and a mile. Hand off to the fullback. Shakes off the defender. There he goes. Past the 50. And I wasn't sure they were going to be able to catch him. They finally did, but they gave up a huge play. That's the end of the quarter, and South Carolina has the lead. And as we switch ends of the field, let's take a quick look at the national rankings. As we enter the fourth quarter, let's see if anything memorable can come from this one. They go back to work for the first down in the final period of this one. Motion from the wide receiver. To the air on first down. Hauls it in. This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain. Got some of the work done on first. Now let's see what they have on second down. Back to pass. quarterback just flat missed it. Incomplete.
And that's just the kind of game it's been for this quarterback in this offense. You've got a great game plan all week long. You're watching it throughout practice. You think you're going to have a chance to light up the scoreboard, but they're just not able to hook up. You've got to give this defense a ton of credit. They've done a great job in coverage. They've been breaking on passes. They've had their number, and that's why they're leading by as much as they are.
He did not make it a stonewall on third down.
How about the play call there, guys? Third down, they're throwing it behind the line of scrimmage, seeing if this guy can do something once he has it in his hands, but a better job of pursuit and tackling defensively, now setting up fourth.
Down by multiple possessions, you can't come up empty on this drive. They'll go for it on fourth down. Quickly out on the screen to the wide receiver. And that is a nifty bit of navigation to get through that traffic and get the first down. The Panthers are moving quickly down the field. Wide receiver going in motion. Wants to throw on first down. Makes the catch. It's Quigley. He's just winning that matchup in the slot every time.
And when you put him in the slot, Reese, he's closer to the quarterback. It's an easier throw. We can run in, we can run out, and really take advantage of his versatility of the guy in that slot position.
Pocket breaking down. On target. They'll spot the ball at the 12 after that completion. That was a nice pickup, running the drag route and finding that quiet, soft spot in the zone.
Yeah, drag routes not only work against man coverage, they work against zone too. If you can find the soft spot and the quarterback gets it to him early, he can turn upfield, and you saw that right there.
They'll get it down to the 10-yard line on that completion. Going to work on second down on the red zone, and still some ground to cover to pick up that first down. Looking to fire. Here's the pressure. He's got it on the run. Crisp execution in the passing game, and they've got it down to the 3. Tight quarters deep in the red zone, but they can't pick up a first down without scoring. Third down. They'll try to get it through the air. He's got it. They'll get him stopped just short of the end zone, but they're in business here with a first down. And the Panthers started this drive backed up in their own end, and now they've moved into position to score. He's looking to throw. Pressure coming. And he takes it in the end zone for a touchdown. A little window dressing here at the end of the game. In a lot of losses, you just want to burn the tape. You don't want to watch it. But I think there are some things that they can take into next week from this performance.
No doubt. Offense is about finding your rhythm, finding your groove, what you do well. And you can tell, at least now, starting to get a little something going.
And he knocks the extra point through the uprights. The kickoff unit is out there, and boy, did that last drive quiet this crowd. And he takes this from inside the 5. He's forced out of bounds at his own 19-yard line. An excellent job of coverage on that one. And the South Carolina offense is back on the field. They had this thing in a hammerlock at halftime, and now they are really ratcheting up the pressure, David.
And I tell you what, this offense doesn't have to change a thing, Palmer. They've done what they wanted in the first half and starting off the second half in the same fashion.
And I like how they're letting different guys get involved, too. They've got so many different playmakers all over the field.
We've reached a 2-minute timeout. In all likelihood, they could just run the clock out. We'll see if they want to rub a little salt in the wound. Looking to throw, it's Cole. Caught. The Gamecocks will move the sticks with the first down.
I'll tell you, this slot receiver, he really does give his quarterback a nice option. Runs really good routes. He's got nice hands, and you saw it on that last play.
They keep it on the ground. Clock is their friend. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. Got stuffed on first down. It's 2nd and 10. Off the bootleg, looking to fire. Pressure all over the quarterback, and down he goes at the 24. Oh, man, they've already lost one quarterback today. Now the backup comes in and has to take a shot.
Man, I might think about protecting my QB a little better. I already lost one. Now your second guy gets hit, and you got to keep this guy healthy. You got to keep him upright. You got to protect your quarterback.
Can't get him to the ground. They stop him after a short game, probably just wanted to mitigate the losses with fourth down coming. And the Gamecocks will call on their punt team.
Number 24 in punt formation to kick it away.
He'll take it on the return. They bring him down. Strong effort by the coverage team, and that's how they'll put a period on this one. It has been said that the obstacle is the way, and this obstacle is now back-to-back losses.
Back-to-back L's. It's not the end of the world, though. I still think there's time for this team to figure out what they're going to do, how they're going to finish the season strong. It's not over yet. 2 bad weeks. Flush it down the toilet. Refocus the mechanism. We're ready to rock and roll next week.